It is Monday, March 25th of 2019. And will this be the magic video that I'm finally able to complete? Only time will tell. Ooh, right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Hello everyone. Oh, it's bright. It's so bright. And welcome. Ugh, keep hitting these stupid speed bumps. To Guy's Daily Drive. Oh, there's a chair somebody put out in the middle of the road. I don't want it. I actually do need a chair. The chair I currently have in the man cave is starting to squeak. And I vaguely remember the last time that I bought a chair for my computer. I thought that I had gotten one that was like for, let's be kind and say heavier frames. Of course, we all know what that means, fat. I am by almost any definition, including my own, a little overweight. And all the excuses that you hear people talk about, well, I'm big boned. I am big boned. Or I have a large frame. I do have a large frame. However, that does not mean that I also can't be in the category known as obese. And I kind of am. I'm sitting at, I just weighed myself this morning, I'm sitting at about 308 again. I got down to like about 300 there for a while. And I don't know what happened. Basically, I went off the diet I was doing at the time. I was buying these like low-calorie lunches, but honestly, that's not only is that kind of expensive, those microwave meals, you're putting all kinds of chemicals and crap into your body, even more so than you probably already are. So I made a change, I guess a couple of months ago, and it was after I had already gone back up to like 310. And that was, instead of, buying these 300 to 500 calorie microwave meals, instead, I went to doing kind of a chicken salad. So essentially, I take some of this cubed, already cooked chicken I get from a particular manufacturer, and I put in 4 to 6 ounces of that into a small microwavable bowl, microwave it. When that comes out, I put in some lettuce, those little baby tomatoes, some, I don't know what they call it, like farm cut. It's really like just a thick cut mozzarella. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And then some ranch dressing. That's my lunch. And then for breakfast, I have, quarter cup of grits cooked. You add, a full cup of water to that. Half a cup of eggs. It's the pourable eggs, maybe deplorable depending on your definition, but it's not that bad. And then a little bit of butter. That's my breakfast. And then whatever it is that Tracy and I have for dinner. And there's still some changes that I want to make. Number one, I think that I'm eating way too much dinner. Considering my level of exercise, I don't need that much food at night. I think it's just more of a comfort thing. I feel like I have to eat something, and then I just eat too much. So I need to do something about that. The other thing I need to do is to help cut down on cravings. Eat some fruit like at 10 o'clock and then at 3 o'clock, especially at work. That might help make me less hungry when I get home. I eat way too much bread. And so I get lots of carbs, too many carbs. And whether that's in the form of actual bread or things like, pasta or, waffles, pancakes. Example, yesterday, I had a Belgian waffle, 2 eggs, and 3 pieces of sausage for breakfast. And then for lunch, I had 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then for dinner, I had you can call it a taco salad, I guess, but it's in a big flour bowl. So, I had 3 not huge, but 2 huge helpings of carbs and 1 relatively small helping of carbs. But I need to cut down on my carbs, because that's just extra garbage, stuff that isn't really doing me any good. It's usually filled with all kinds of chemicals and sugar. For the most part, I have cut way down, well, for the most part, on processed sugar, except for stuff that, by practically its own definition is freaking sugar. I'm not eating candy. We just went through Halloween and Thanksgiving where there's candy everywhere, and that probably helped contribute to the amount of weight I gained back. But those times are now done. I don't have any candy at work. I don't have any candy at home, though Easter is coming up, so that might be an issue. I don't eat that much red meat, an occasional steak, some hamburger, like once or twice a week. For the most part, it's pork, fish, and chicken is my main protein sources. I could certainly find some alternatives that would allow me to cut back on animal fats. And, I guess, here's the thing. I don't really know that much about nutrition other than, of course, what you read. I know, according to most experts these days, too many carbs is not good for you, so, I want to cut down on those. Sugar, especially processed sugar, is like horrible for you. So I want to cut way down on those. The only one that I'm not going to get rid of, I don't put any sugar in my coffee. I don't put any sugar in my tea. But for my coffee, I do put in hazelnut coffee creamer, which has plenty of sugar in it. And you know what? I'm going to keep doing that. I like the way it tastes, and I don't think it's all that bad as far as, if I'm mostly cutting out all the rest of my processed sugar, then having hazelnut coffee creamer I don't think is that big of a deal. The whole thing with diets is you make a radical change to your diet. That's most likely going to cause you to fall off the bandwagon on that diet, because you're asking your body to make just too many changes. So, cut down almost to 0 processed sugar. Cut down on carbohydrates, which means instead of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I have a soup that doesn't have pasta in it, or that is low in carbohydrates. more protein, less carbohydrates, more fruits, more vegetables. You know, it's weird. I didn't really start off thinking that this is what I was going to spend a lot of time talking about, but it is. Originally, what I was going to talk about was all the problems I've been having recording Guy's Daily Drive, mostly related to storage issues on this iPod Touch. I mean, I even went as far as to wipe it clean, reload the OS, and I went. Unfortunately, I think I made a mistake by going to a former backup. But the biggest problem has, honestly, it's been that I had iCloud on and iCloud photo storage on, which meant that it was looking at the amount of storage that was on this device and filling it with pictures, especially, and I mean, I'm talking thousands of pictures, most of which, if I had chosen the pictures to put on this device, wouldn't have been the ones that iCloud put on there. It was a lot of screenshots and things along the lines of, excuse me, images that I had used in past articles. And number one, why would I put those to show someone? Number two, they're not, hold on a second. I got a break. Because there's somebody that's stopped in front of me. Okay, we're back. Someone decided to make a left turn when there's no left turn lane on a busy highway. Because that's what some people do. All right, so all these photos that I have on this device that iCloud put there were not pictures that I would have chosen. They weren't pictures that anybody would have chosen. They're like from past articles and images and all kinds of crap. And I started going through my actual iPhoto library on the computer, and there's all kinds of duplicates of just garbage. And I do have a, photo library that's supposed to also get rid of duplicates, but I don't think it really does that good a job. So I've started going through it manually. But you have to be careful because you could end up actually getting rid of photos that you didn't intend to. Anyway, I guess that's really a topic for another day. I think I've rambled enough here today. If you'd like to support the things that I do, and that includes, of course, Guy's Daily Drive, Mac to the Future Go livecast that I do on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. over there on the Facebooks. You can look for it under my name or join the Mac to the Future Facebook group if you're a Mac user. I also do, naturally, the MyMac.com podcast. We just recorded our 10th anniversary show. We didn't really make that big of a deal of it because I was on vacation for the 2 weeks before we actually recorded it. So, it doesn't leave you a lot of time to do stuff. And I didn't even realize, honestly, I thought it was our 9th anniversary. If I had realized it was our 10th anniversary, I would have set something up. But yeah, I didn't, and we didn't. But so it was just pretty much just a regular show with our usual hijinks and hilarity. If you'd like to get a hold of me, of course, you can find me on Facebook under my own name. You can find me in Twitter. I have 2 Twitter accounts. Mac Parrot, the one I've had for like forever. And then I have a new one that's kind of tied back to the website that I'm using to keep track of all these things that I do, called vertshark.com. Why is it called VertShark? I just thought that was a cool name. It stands for Vertical Shark Publishing, even though, it's mostly just podcasts. Let's see, what else? I guess, I was talking about how you could support me. Patreon.com/MacParrot. I am like all over the place this morning. Coffee.com, ko-fi.com, MacParrot. Those are all ways to support the things that I do. And any contributions that you would like to make would be greatly, greatly appreciated, and I thank you all for that. Email is guy@mymac.com. And I think that's all the ways you can get a hold of me, all the ways you can help support me, all the different podcasts that I do. I'm so flustered from that guy making a left-hand turn. It's the little things that get you down. Anyway, I will catch you all next time on Guy's Daily Drive.